All right. So I am beyond excited about this lesson because you're going to be working in groups today. We went over the vocab, and that was storyboard, and we had to recite that. Stop motion video, which we're doing, and animation, which we're making. So our objective today is I can analyze the artwork of Gabrielle Tusfay and create a storyboard and stop motion movie using mixed media. You're going to choose what media you want to use. We're going to go through that now. We're going to go over the 3 goals. We're going to check for understanding. And right now we're going to go over the history. So who wants to read that for 5 points? And we're back. So make sure you finish your exit ticket. And if you listen throughout the lesson, you will find the answers to the exit ticket. So make sure you're listening for those questions. Does stop motion movie relate to your storyboards? We're going to go over that now. That's a good segue into that. How do you feel about using the application, which we're using the Cloud Motion and application to accomplish your motion? Did you make changes due to your partner's constructive criticism? That is a little bit of SEL right there. We're going to go over constructive criticism and make sure that you are making good choices and making corrections due to positive constructive criticism. If you need this in Spanish, it's here on the back. And this is just for you to read. We're not going to take any time right now to read it, but I want you to go back with your group and eventually you guys can read this. It's just for you. If you need some extra help, it's about your device mounting application, the remote. We're not using a remote, and props. We're going to do some props. So tools for stop motion animation, we're going to go over them one by one, except for the remote. We're not using the remote. So everybody turn to this page. So it is your responsibility to turn when I turn. So we are at stop motion animation storyboard. So now I am doing stop motion myself. I'm using these fish and I'm just going to place them in the water, which is just a blue background. The sky is backwards, so here we are. So I'm placing them here. Now on the video, I would just take a picture. It's the first one. Then I'm going to move them and I can see on the video with the onion screen, it's called an onion screen, where you can see the last move. Take a picture, moving again. It's gonna take you guys some time to get what you want. That's why you're working in groups. And I keep on taking pictures every motion. More, and they're swimming. I'm going to stop here and I'm just going to show you the movie and how it turned out. But you can see the slow way I move things. So at stop motion animation storyboard, make sure you have all 3 names or all 2 names and your class period. So the class periods are going to be either 9:45, 11:17, and the last period, which is 1:36. So any of those class periods, and if it's not, then write your class period. Right now, you and your group are going to draw with pencil each motion that your actual objects are making. So you're going to take some time to get your story down. And the only way to do that, and in real life, when animators are making animations, they come up with those ideas and they do it in storyboards. For instance, let's just say I'm using a brown background. So I would have the background, and I would say brown. I don't even have to use colors. And then I would have, if I'm using a worm, which would be my object, so that worm, I would draw it, and then I would have that worm moving around how it's going to move. So that's exactly, now what happens in your story, you're going to draw it. They're just sketches. They don't have to be perfect. So I'm going to give 10 minutes to your group because really that's all you need. I want to get to working. So we're just going to do a rough draft of the story. Make sure each and every block is done. Talk to each other about this, and we don't need to use the computer at this time. But if you need to reference something, then you can. I'll be walking around to make sure that you are on point and on task. I'm going to give on task dojos at this time. All right.
Guys, this is Cloud Stop Motion for the Stop and Motion project that we will be doing. I'm going to talk to you guys about all the tools. This is Alfredo, by the way. I'm going to talk to you about all the tools, how do you start the camera, about your timeline and stuff. So let's get into it. This is the copy, cut, delete, and if you want to hold something, you can come here and delete it, cut it, or if you want to copy it, you can do it there. If you want to change the speed of your film, like if you wanted to have it fast, if you want to have it slow, this is where you could go. If you want to add images and stuff, this is where you would go. If you want to add new images, more different images, this is exactly where you would go. This is where, right here is the import audio for your animation. If you want to have any audio, music, anything in the background, talking in the background, it's up to you. This is if you want to insert titles, text, speech bubbles, things like that. This is where you would go. This is transition, so if you want to transition out of something into a new theme or anything, right here. So this is if you want to add background. So if you would like to add a blue background, anything of your liking, you will go there. All right, so now this is the timeline. This is where if you will add pictures to your stop motion, this is where your data will be saved and things like that. So this right here will be where you will start your camera. Once you click this is where you can start taking your picture frames. When you're done, you can hit play to see how it came out. We're gonna hit start camera to show you guys how it is.
Allow.
So, hey, this is where it is. Hey, so this is where you will see yourself, and it will see anything you will add in, like this duck. If you would like to make this duck a stop motion, or this birdie a stop motion, you can do that. This is all where it will show up. So I'm going to take a picture for you guys, just to show you guys how it is. Once, just like that, it is saved here, and then you can continue taking your pictures.